Alright, this video is regarding multiple sclerosis. I actually just posted a video, my last video, or it'll be technically the one before my last one. It's called As Serious As Your Life, where basically the song by Fortet comes on and it's just pictures flashing everywhere. I've only had one comment on it, by anybody, and it was from PunkyLittle, and she said, "Hey, I subscribed to your videos a little while ago, but have not spoken to you yet. I also have MS, and we're about the same age. Your videos put a smile on my face. I really wish you would document more on your MS. You have my details in your subscriptions. Talk soon, Punky." And I also had an email, technically, from somebody that says, "Greetings. I'm a psychologist at the Medical College of Georgia, putting together an educational presentation for individuals living with MS called Spring Fever, MS, and Intimacy. I enjoyed your other videos and think they're very helpful. I'm looking specifically for 1 to 2 minute clips of people talking about how MS has impacted their ability to be intimate and what they find most useful to overcome these limitations. It need only be as descriptive as you feel comfortable. I just think it would help open up conversations seeing a few others with MS discuss these issues openly first. If interested, you could send me a clip to me or simply post it to YouTube and I'll download from there. I need by the end of this month if you're interested. Good luck with everything and thank you for your contributions to helping people understand MS." And that's from somebody. I won't actually name her because I don't know if there's some sort of a privacy thing going on with that, but I am very excited to do that. I'm actually going to do that here in a minute. But to talk to Punky, I'm going to say this. As you know from my videos, specifically my second video, which was relating to MS, the first one I did that got quite a few views, almost 1,500 views. I was technically diagnosed with MS in June of 2006. Since then, things have been excellent, actually, in my opinion. I got out of the hospital, I was okay for a while, and out of nowhere, everything just kind of stopped. I think that was thanks to the Solumedrol that I was on for 5 days while I was hospitalized. Since then, I have been on Copaxone, which is a subcutaneous injection, which is a pain in my ass, literally, and I apologize for cussing, but I went to my neurologist a couple weeks ago, and actually she took me off of Copaxone. Reason being, my symptoms have basically just stopped for the most part. I have RRMS, relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. Stops, starts, stops, starts. And it's not been bad at all. I mean, I think I've actually been one of the extremely lucky ones to have MS and then not really be totally affected by it. I still have problems with speech, especially late at night. It's only 10:30 right now. Probably in about another half hour or so I will not be able to talk right. And it's funny, my friends pick on me all the time. Other things that happen, the headaches that go along with like light sensitivity, and I get floaters. Floaters are crap. I hate them. My hair itches. What else? I sometimes still lose balance and feel very weak. My daughter didn't go to school yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Because I couldn't get out of bed. I was having a crap day, really. I think maybe it was Tuesday. Phone! Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hello? Alright, that was my mom. I don't remember what I was saying. I hate that. Short-term memory is another thing that I have issues with. I honestly, I don't know if it might just be common with everybody, but before I had any problems with MS, I could remember everything. I was a memory freak. Now I can't remember what I wore yesterday. Well, yesterday doesn't count because I bought new clothes and put them on. But like the day before that, I have no clue what I wore. I don't know how my day started. I don't remember anything that happened at all. even with today, I mean, I remember doing some stuff that I did this morning, but most of it is very, very vague. I mean, it sucks. As far as what's been going on with me, I have a tumor. I have lesions. Nothing has changed really with that. They discovered another lesion at the last MRI, which was a couple months ago. But it wasn't really anything to cause concern. It wasn't really affecting me that much. I mean, for some reason it affects me when it occurs, but it doesn't after that, and after I get on medication it kind of just stops. So right now the only medication that I'm on is Topamax, and that's for migraines, because I get them a lot. Basically just with my vision. I've had a lot of vision problems with MS. And also in a previous video I mentioned bladder issues, and my neurologist sent me a letter saying that it was basically just I have weak pelvic muscles, and it had really nothing to do with MS. And then she had called back a couple days later, and I don't think I've updated this, but she called back a couple days later and said that it could be MS related, but of course they're not sure, because I've had bladder issues since I was a child, so we don't know. But the bladder issue it got worse right after I was diagnosed. They also believe that me being pregnant with my son brought about my issues with MS. Before that, I had problems with my legs as far as arthritis, but I never had a problem with like leg dragging, and I dragged my leg, I don't know. I dragged my leg, I don't know. I did that when I was pregnant with my son, and I thought it was because my pelvic area had just, you know, when you're pregnant, sometimes when the baby's really heavy, it splits a little bit so that it's harder to carry, and you have problems with your legs. But I didn't have that. It didn't split or anything, and it was actually what my doctor believes to be MS related. Since they don't know the cause of MS still yet, that cannot be completely determined. So we don't really know. As far as everything else goes, I usually have really good days. I mean, for the most part, I have good days. In a week, there's maybe 2 days that I just don't want to do anything. I get out of bed anyways, at least one of those 2 days. There's at least one day every single week that I don't get out of bed. My daughter usually, if she's here, unfortunately she suffers from it because she misses school. She's only in preschool, so right now it's not so much of an issue, although I believe her education is. I just haven't been able to get out of bed. I wasn't able to the other day at all. It was horrible. I could barely lift my head. I had a friend come over and bring me lunch, and my daughter and my son were both very, very, very supportive. They kind of just realized that Mommy wasn't feeling up to it. So they were really good that day, and pretty much stayed around me. If I would get up out of bed and maybe walk downstairs, and then I'd lay on the couch. And Kayla, who is 5, would bring me things that I needed. Like, I was reading a book. I read a book most of that day because I just didn't feel up to doing anything else. TV was off most of the day. Kayla watched movies, but there was no regular television like cable or anything because it was bugging me. That was horrible. But I have those days probably about once a week, and they're not fun, but I managed to get through them because of my kids, and thankfully they understand. Tristan's still little yet, so he doesn't really understand, but he's getting there. He realizes that sometimes I just get too exhausted too quickly. It's not fun. So, to Punky, thank you for your comment. I hope this kind of helped explain what was going on with me the way you wanted me to explain it. I'll try and keep updating. It's hard. I meant to actually do the YouTube thing as a video blog just for MS for my kids, but I think they'll get to see a really creepy, weird, funny side of me with the other videos that I make, like Moon Dance and Boys to Men and just stupid things I do. But have a great evening. Bye.